to my channel. Hope you all are doing good. So before going ahead with today's topic, I want to know whether you guys have completed the previous videos which I have shared, and hopefully, hopefully those are helpful for you guys. Okay. Uh, Before going ahead, guys, why? Just want to know one thing, guys. Please subscribe and. Why I'm saying it because this is just a beginning, and from this time onwards we will start taking pace. Okay, so once we'll be completing Python, because Python is not our main topic. Our main topic is AI, right? So once we'll complete one after another, and we will take pace, like the new subscribers who are coming in between, they will be facing challenges, and they have to again start from the complete videos, and they have to go and reach there. So that is why, guys, please subscribe and start subscribing now. And the people who have already subscribed, please share these videos and share these links, channel links and everything to your friend groups and all, and let them join and understand the basics of, like, let them make their basics clear first. Okay, so without delaying, guys, let us start. So guys, we are going to understand what are OOPS concepts and its applications, and what I can say, what are the fundamentals available in OOPS concept. Okay, so what is OOPS, guys? Everyone knows who are working in this programming industry or this IT industry. These are nothing but object-oriented programmings. And in Python, OOPS has various of principles. Okay, like they are following certain fundamentals of principles, and they are nothing but encapsulation, polymorphism, class, object, and inheritance. So first, we will understand the building block of Python, or building block of OOPS. So guys, what is a class? See, when we are telling about class, right, we all read about it that class is a blueprint for objects. Okay, so when we are saying what is a blueprint for objects, what exactly is the meaning of that? If you see the real world examples, if you see, take any class, look around you and see, you will find so many examples of classes. Take example of dog. Dog is a class. Dogs can be of many types, many breeds of, right? Dogs are many breeds. Humans, they are different from each other, correct? So each human is a class. Each dog is a class. When you are building a house, okay, what we need? We need an architecture diagram. So that architecture diagram is our blueprint for what? For fetching the attributes and functionalities of that building house. Okay, so when we are saying that dog is a class, don't you think that dog has certain features, and dogs are doing their own work or own job, and they have certain functionalities, correct? So consider that, take one example of dog. Dog has different breed, right? That is one attribute. Dogs have different eye color, different color of skin. So these are nothing but their attributes. Then what about their functionalities? They are eating, they are barking, they are playing balls, they are going outside, they are running. So these are nothing but certain examples of their functionalities. Now take, like, when I am talking with you can imagine so many examples of classes right around you, correct? And guys, before going ahead, I want to tell one thing. See, whenever you are approaching for any, I'm talking specifically for newcomers, okay. Whenever you are approaching for any programming language, okay, during that time, what you have to do, you have to make a fundamentals clear. You have to make a fundamentals in that way clear that if somebody asks after 15 years what are OOPS concepts, you should be able to answer during that time. That kind of fundamentally you should be clear. Take one step after other. Take one programming language. Be master in that. Then go ahead with it. Because languages are nothing but these are like water. I mean, if you'll understand and if you dig deeper, you should be able to implement in your coding senses, right? Let us get back to our topic again. Okay, so why classes are important, guys? Why class is an important thing in our any in our any object oriented programming language? Why? Because classes has the bundles of functionalities and methods which will help the program or the compiler or the interpreter read, take them and reuse. So with that, it is increasing the code reusability. That is the first part. The second part, what it is happening? It is increasing the modularity of the programming. How beautifully it sounds, right? I mean, take in Python. Sorry guys, I just got cold, so I mean, yes. Take one example of exception class. Okay, exception class has different subclasses. Take one example of subclass. We have null exception, right? So what is the modularity of null exception? Null exception is giving you, consider that you have assigned a variable or you have assigned an identifier. That identifier, if you are not assigning with anything, it will throw you a null value exception. You should, if it is a string, you should always assign something there, or you should assign that with a null. Null means it is empty in programming concepts. Okay, so that is how the modularity of that class. And what are the next thing which we have in our mind? What classes are containing attributes and methods? So those attributes and methods can be reused in great extent that the organizations and the enterprises are finding it really helpful. They are finding it really helpful, and because of that, their productivity is increasing. Right? So I told you about the broader sense, but when you see the advantage, this is the advantage. Code reusability is the advantage. That is the main advantage. You don't have to write the code again and again. Are you writing code again and again? When we are trying to throw an exception, we are just mentioning exception E. That's it, and we have to get E dot message. It will give you the user defined message. You can define a user defined message, or you can define the system generated message. That is how the class works. Even classes have these constructors and other things as well. Like constructors are there to initialize the attributes and methods. Okay, whenever a program calls, okay, the object is initiated or instantiated, the first function it is getting called as a constructor. That is the main fundamental of that. Then we will understand what is object. Guys, what is an object? Object is an instance of class. See, it defines a lot of things, right? When we are defining an object, see, classes are these methods and functionalities. How somebody will get those functionalities? With the help of object. When you will define object at that time, or when you initialize the object, it becomes a part of that class. And with the dot operator, just you need to put a dot operator after object, and you should be able to fetch all attributes and methods of that class. Each object contains variables and methods to operate on any data, like I already mentioned. Then this is one example, guys, which I have shown here. Okay, let me just see, guys. I'm explaining both concepts, like how object initialization is happening and how a class is getting defined. Okay. So guys, this is the syntax of class. Guys, don't worry. After this, after explanation of this, I am going to take you to the code part to make you understand more. Okay. So guys, this is a definition, or this is the declaration of class. Class car. So I am defining a class car. And how it is differentiating? We have to differentiate with a colon. Okay. Then after that, this is a function def init underscore underscore init underscore underscore cell. So this is nothing but our constructors, the part which I am telling, right? This is a constructor. If you want to instantiate with the help of constructor, you can write in this way. Else you can just simply create these variables. Okay? These variables you can create. So, what is this self, guys, again? Remember, in our C# programming, okay, or in our C, we are talking about something called pointers, right? So this is nothing but that. In our C#, we are calling this keyword. Self means it is simply, it is simply taking these variables and it is telling the interpreter that, okay, this is the place for this class. So this has to be happening at this moment. This is the thing which is going to happen. So it is telling that. Then we have what we have done. We have created an object. So this is how we are creating an object. Then this is how we are instantiating an object. Why we have put two values here, guys? Because we have two variables. We have declared here, or we have passed here as an argument, correct? So model and price. So here we have inserted a model and here we have inserted the price. Now how we will get the information? We will get the information by writing print method. Print audi dot model. So you can see we are using the dot operator here. Okay. Here again we are getting the price by using the dot operator, right? So that is how we have instantiated. Now you can see another example below. BMW, they have taken another object and this is a car, like they have instantiated with some other model number and price. And you can see overally here we have printed those things. So that is how the object works, guys. These are the principles of classes and objects. Now, what I am thinking is, let me take you to the code part. So guys, this is the first example you can see I have given here. So guys, this is the first example where I am explaining or where I am defining a class bike. Okay, so that class has these attributes. One is a name and one is the type of gears. Okay, so you can see here, guys, I have already assigned some values here, right? I have not left them empty. Now what I have to do, I am creating an object of class. So I have created two objects here. One is a bike 1 and another is a bike 2. Then after that what I did, I have instantiated the objects of class by what? By using a dot operator. Bike 2 dot gear equal to 2. Bike 2 equal to bike 2 dot name equal to Hero Honda. So what I did, have you observed something here, guys? So here I have assigned another instantiation or another object. Okay, here I have taken some global variables or something we are calling as a global variable, and that has been used by the first object, because by default it will go and see any variables or any things are there, any assignments are available for those variables. Okay, so if you see the print method I have taken, it is giving the first one, it is giving pulsar and gear 4. The second one, this is second bike, it is giving Hero Honda and gear 2. Okay, so that is how the class and objects are working. Okay, now let me tell you one more important thing. Okay, this is a print. So print can be written in two different formats. Okay, one with this is one syntax. How this syntax is working, I'll explain you. So this syntax F means here is a formatting. Okay, formatting. Then after that we are putting double quote. Why we are putting double quote? Because we wanted to print something, print a statement. That is why we are putting a double quote. Then what we are doing, we are putting inside a curly brace. Curly braces are nothing but the placeholders. Okay, these are the placeholders we are keeping to give you the output. Like we are telling the interpreter that please print these things. This is a placeholder. This is another placeholder, right? Because we have two attributes. So we are trying to show two attributes. Then we have given, once we are closing the curly brace, after that we are, again, we are putting another placeholders. You can remember it in that way. We have to put placeholders inside curly braces to give you or to print the output. That is how you can remember. Then this is the second method. Okay, you can see I am putting multiple quotes inside, and this is how I am writing. So guys, this one will be a bit easier for you to remember, because only one double quotations are there, and like everything will go with the flow. Like you don't have to remember, and no syntax errors will be there, right? Just by seeing the syntax, it is like you must be feeling, okay, this is much easier. Okay, yes, some people find this one also easier. Okay, now let us practice another example, guys. Let us check that. Create a class of house and create objects of the class and instantiate them. Now what I have done, I have taken another class, house. You can see it is separated, or it is closed with a colon, and we are following indentation, guys. What I have told you, what I have taught you during our previous classes. This is the indentation. Okay, every concepts in Python are following indentation. Without indentation and what case sensitivity, it won't survive Python. Okay, these are the concepts you need to remember whenever you are typing in code. So what we did, we have instantiated or we have assigned with some identifiers or variables house color and house numbers. Then after that, what we did, we have created two objects. See, you can see, like I am hovering the mouse, you just need to see how beautifully these things are and how easy these syntaxes are to remember. One is house one. House one I have instantiated with main class. House 2, like I have instantiated two objects of house. Then access property using house 1. What I did, now I am accessing the property. Instead of writing it in globally, I am trying to get the house color. Okay, by instantiating or by assigning with my object variable. So what I did, house 1 or house color is blue. I have assigned it a blue color, the house, and I am printing it. You can see how I printed. I have used the formatted output. Okay, then access properties using, okay, sorry, this has to be house. Access properties using house 2. House 2, so it needs to be house 2 dot house, now house, sorry, not house 2, house 1 only, because we have 2 attributes over there. House 1 dot house number equal to 2001. So I am assigning with the 2001 value and I am printing it. So let me quickly run these 2 codes and see, let us observe what exactly is happening. Okay, see now the next one only, this is the just different print method. Here we will try. See, house color it is giving me blue, house number it is giving me 2001. Now what we understood till this point is, we understood how to assign attributes and how to utilize those attributes, correct? Now let us try to understand by putting some methods, because a class can contain both attributes and methods, right? Now let us see and understand one example. See, this is a class rectangle. Okay, I have defined a class rectangle which has length and breadth. Every rectangle has what? It has 4 sides and each side is called length and breadth, right? Vice versa, like from if you see the corner parallelly side, then it is dividing mirror image kind of thing, right? So I have defined a method to calculate area. So this is the calculate rectangle area. Okay. I have defined a method, and what it is doing, it is just printing the area of rectangle. You can see print area of rectangle self dot length self dot breadth. I have already explained you guys on top why we are using self, and from the PPT I have explained you why we are using self. Self is nothing but this keyword. But in .NET, when I am talking about .NET, there we are not writing this inside any method. We are just simply, when we are assigning initializing constructors and all, during that time we are putting this dot the attribute name, this dot the attribute name. Similarly here one difference is there. Every constructor, you have to define this. You have to pass this self, otherwise it will throw you error. So see, I have completed my function. Now let us see how we will create object. This is a rectangle 1 I have created as an object, and this is the method I am assigning the attributes, and this is how you can see I have highlighted. This is how I am initializing my method or my function. And now what we will see, guys, what is our agenda here? We have to know the area of rectangle. Now let me see. See, I got the area of rectangle. It is just simply multiplying. You can see this is multiplying right here. So it is simply multiplying length and breadth. Now guys, I am giving you a homework. Okay. Now as we understood these syntaxes, let me explain you the homework first. Okay. Create an employee class, okay, which has employee ID, employee name, employee base salary as attributes. You have to take an employee class, guys, and you have to take employee ID there as an attribute. For the starter, you can just assign some values there, and employee name you have to take. You have to give employee base salary, okay. After that, what you have to do? You need to calculate salary of employee. You have to calculate the salary of employee as a function or as a method. So there I have put some calculation. Salary should be base salary. You need to take the base salary, right? You must be assigning some value over there. So you have to take that base salary plus 1.5 into base salary. You need to calculate that salary. And you need to, what you have to do? You have to print that salary in that same method. Now after that, what you have to do? You have to create objects and instantiate for minimum 3 employee data. You have to instantiate, or you have to give the output to me of 3 different employees. So this is what your homework, guys. Okay, I want each and every one of you try this. Okay, and just provide me your updates in comments whether you have tried it or not. And guys, again, subscribe. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to understand more deeper and deeper. When like going further, we will go so deep, very deep in concepts and all. Okay, I hope my explanation and concepts you make sense to you guys. Okay, now let us go back. I think this makes things clear for class and objects. I believe. I think we have talked a lot about this. Okay, now let us go back to our PPT. Oh, guys. Guys, what is encapsulation, guys? Encapsulation refers to the bundling of data and methods. I'll give you one simple example. One small example I'll give you there. See, when just think in a real world perspective, okay? Everyone is keeping their jewelries and cash in home, right? That is a basic thing everyone is doing as an Indian. So what we are doing, are we going and telling everybody, no, we have kept this much, no, right? So just think in that perspective. So what I'm doing, I'm protecting my wealth from others. That is how I'm encapsulating my things from others, right? So I'm hiding some things over there. I'm hiding some things. I'm just trying to show few things only to others. I'm hiding other things from outside world. So that is how encapsulation works in OPP concept. You wanted to show that functionality which you genuinely want to show. You do not want to show others. So the things which you wanted to show, again, they have different attributes which you are trying to define here. See here, we have three keywords by which we are trying to achieve this. One is a public keyword, private keyword, and protected keyword. So again, as the word term says, right, or as the keyword says, what is public? Public means it is available for all. It can all other classes outside of whatever the classes are there, they should be able to access, right? So that is public. What is protected? Guys, I told you, you wanted to protect something. So in that case, we are using protected. Private, you are keeping private, you do not want to share with anyone. So when it is coming to the part of class, each class, right? Private is something. So private is something, it is only accessible inside the same class. It won't be accessible outside that class. People are writing the code in such a way that they wanted to use only in that class. They do not want to keep it outside, like they do not want other classes should see this. That is why they are keeping private. Okay. Now let us go to our code part. Okay, and now let us go to our code part and see how these three things are working. Okay, I hope encapsulation makes sense to you guys. Now let us understand these three code which I have written here, and it will be much clear, pretty much clear to you guys. Okay, let me copy this and let me come here. Let me add here. So guys, just to explain you more about this, okay, these symbols I have not explained you during my last class. So this is nothing but, you can see, create a duplicate of this cell below. This one, if you want to move this cell to some other position, you can do this. This is if you want to move this cursor to some below position, you can take this. Insert a cell above. So if you want to insert another code editor, you can just click on this. So I did this, right? Now this is the one if you wanted to insert some cell below this, okay? And this is the one where you wanted to send this to or delete this cell, or you wanted to put this in recycle bin. Let me copy this. Let me insert few more so that I can show other examples as well here. So guys, I have taken a class public, okay? Then after that, I have assigned one name attribute, and with John I have assigned it. This is a public attribute again, okay? Then I have taken a method called display name, and I am trying to print that name. Now what I did, I am creating an object here. Then I wanted to get what? I wanted to access their attributes and objects, or the attributes or variables, right? Or attributes or methods. So what I did, I have put a dot, then I am using this display name. So that's how I called the function. Then after that, I am trying to print the object. Now let me just see what is the output it is giving. See, in both the cases, it is giving me John. How it is? See, again you must be thinking, why this is giving me John? It was not there in print statement, right? Here, when I am putting a dot operator, how my interpreter works here? Quickly it will go to this point. Okay. Then after that, what it will do? It is trying to find. It will go inside this method. Then it will say, okay, I have a print statement there. Something was written there, which is nothing but self.name. So it will again, when the name comes, name part it is coming, it will search where that name is available. That name, again, it will go here and it will try to fetch. That value, it is returning to me here. Okay. Now let us go back and take another example of, like, we have completed the public. Now we will understand the protected one. Now let me copy this. Let me do one thing. Let me copy all and see how it works. Okay. Let me put it here. Let me take the other one. Okay. Now let me just show you one after another how those things works. Okay. Okay, so let me run this first. Let me run this. Now what we will see? We are seeing here one class is assigned with protected, which is called protected. Then we are assigning a variable inside that with 30, which is called age. Age is a variable here. You can see again, guys, here. See, age is defined with underscore. What I taught you during our last class. Identifiers can start from underscore. So this is one example. Class, subclass, protected. So what I did, and this is another class, okay, subclass. They have, and guys, one more concept is coming in which is called inheritance. I will explain it there, but now I am telling you this class, subclass is using protected class, or is calling protected class, or it is deriving from protected class. And now what I did, I am trying to just use that attribute of this protected class or the parent class. So what I did, I have taken a function. Then after that, I was trying to fetch the value. How it is fetching the value and why that thing must be coming in your brain, that why without assigning the variable I am able to access, because here this is my child class and this child class is trying to get whatever the things are there in the parent class, it is trying to access. That is why without assigning anything or without declaring any variable, I am able to print it. I am able to print the age. Now what I did, I have taken a child class object, not the base class. Remember, you see the, the beauty of this. Okay, I am just assigning the object of child class. Now my child class is like what I did now next, I am trying to access the child class method. If I'm running, and I ran already, if you see, I'm getting the output as 30. How it is working again, guys? See, when I have assigned or when I have instantiated an object of child class, and when I'm trying to get this method, what it is doing? My interpreter, it will go and check this, whether do we have this method or not. So it found the method, it found, okay, we have some method. Then it will go inside. When it is going inside, first it will see, okay, I have age. Then it will see, okay, I don't have age defined here. How it is fetching it? That thing is crossing inside interpreter brain. Then what it will do? It will come and see, okay, I have another parent class already passed here or already used here. Like from there, I am getting my age. So guys, if you see one difference, if you see in C# we are putting a colon, okay, we are putting a colon and we are trying to get my parent class things, like I'm just putting, and we are that is again multiple, like you can put consider that if it's an interface, right, we are putting interface I1 colon like I2 I3, like that we are just trying to use. So here it is a bit different. So just if we'll put these small observations, right, when we are working even in code and everything and we're practicing, these things will make you so clear that you'll never forget these things in your lifetime, right? So that is how, and whenever you are writing any code, you should understand in this way. Okay, if I'm writing this, what exactly will happen? Just the way I have explained. So it will make more sense and it will make your understanding clear in this part, right? Okay, now let us see what my private access. So these are called access specifiers, guys. Okay, access specifiers or access modifiers. Okay, these terms, private, protected, and public, these are nothing but our access modifiers. Okay, let me run this. So guys, one more important thing I am telling you. So if you want to run, right, if you want to run this whole code, what you have to do, you need to click on Shift Enter. What you need to do, you need to click on Shift and Enter. If you Shift and Enter at the same time, it will make you run. Otherwise, you can select this cell, you can come here, you can click on Run Selected Cell. It worked. Okay, that is how you can do. So guys, let us understand this private. So what I did, I have again assigned a salary. Okay, I have declared a variable salary and I have assigned it to 50,000. Then what I did after that, I have defined salary as a method. Then inside that, I am trying to return my salary. Now what it happened? Have I declared any other classes, guys, here? No. And what I told you initially, the private, if you are defining anything private is limited only to the same class, only to the to its own class. It won't be accessible outside any other class. So here if you see, that is why, because this is my class and this class is already private class, and whatever I am defining, I am able to fetch this, right? But if you will put another class here and if you try to fetch this property just the way I have shown you guys here, right? In protected, what we did, we have taken another class and we are trying to put this and we are trying to fetch the parent class things. It won't work because this is a private class. And I am giving you guys this as a homework. Please try this. Okay, please try this and see how it works. Okay. Now let us see. Let me see what exactly it is telling. Access through public method. Okay. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm just trying to use a public method. Obj.salary. Okay. This is private attribute. Okay. Guys, one more example here. I just kept in comment. Now I'm trying to explain you this. What is the difference between this and this line, guys? Observe, okay? So this line, what is happening? That I am trying to define a public method. See, this one is a public method. Okay, this is not something constructor or something which are associated with its own class, right? This is a public method. So this public method, I am not getting any error. So when I am telling about this, I am just trying to fetch the direct attribute from here. What exactly is happening, guys? This is a private attribute. Why it is called a private attribute? Because it is deeply associated. This constructor is a part or is a heart of this class. And we are assigning this value inside constructor. That is why this is a private and it is giving me attribute error. Now let me try, just let me remove this and let me try and let us see what exactly the output it is giving. It is still giving me because this is private attribute. Private object is no attribute. That means invisibly that constructor is assigning that value. Okay. If I am defining, that is okay. If I am not defining also, that is going to give me error. Okay. So this is guys, I gave you one homework. Okay, try this. Try to take what you have to do. Try to take another class or another child class. This should be a parent, and take another class. Try to fetch this one, at least this one, and see how it works. And this is the similar syntax you need to follow, like we have done it in protected. The same syntaxes you can follow and you can try it. Okay, so we have like now we have understood what is public, private and protected access specifiers. Okay, now let us go back to our PPT. Yeah, so I hope encapsulation is clear to everybody. Now we will understand polymorphism. Guys, what is polymorphism? Polymorphism means what? That name itself is saying that an object or an entity has many forms. An entity has many forms. And by default, Python has this quality of being polymorphic in nature. All the functions, operators, the identifier, assigning of the identifier, everything is polymorphic in nature, right? Even assigning also, like I told you, right, dynamic. So when something is really dynamic, that is polymorphic in nature. When you are assigning x equal to 8 and at the same time x equal to some name, and you will print the output, it will always give you the last value, because the approach is always from top to bottom, Python, right? And Python always, like I already told you, determines its behavior during runtime. And because of that nature only, it always exhibits polymorphism. I told you, dynamically nature itself concludes them as a polymorphic in nature. It is a typeless language. I already told you. In other languages, what we did? We are typing int I equal to 10, string name equal to some name. But here it is nothing like that. You can change any type, anything during a runtime. Okay. Similarly, just like in other languages, right, guys, we have here compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So that concept, again, we will see method overriding, method overloading. So those concepts like we already we already got taught in our classroom and all other sessions, right? So let me just give you some brief about method overloading and method overriding. Something is called overloading means, what is the meaning of that? Overloading. We are taking the latest output. When you are telling overriding means, what is the meaning of that? Overriding means something is overriding. Consider that I am writing one method, and consider that I am taking a class. Okay, inside that I am writing a method. That, and I am trying to fetch I'm trying to create subclasses. Okay, and I am trying to fetch that method, but the functionality I am putting different. What exactly is happening there? The signature is same. Okay, in first class, now let me quickly take you to an example. I think it will make it clear what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I will see. Now let me run this. Okay, guys, this is the example of method overloading. What is happening here? We have assigned an identifier as a my string, and we are assigning with a variable Python. What we did, we are trying to print the length of my string. Okay, so this length is giving me the output of my string, right? Then the same length we are using with a list. Now I have taken another list. We will understand, guys. The next classes are going to be of data types, operators, and some broader perspective we are going to understand them. This is a list, guys, and list can be assigned in this way. Okay, you need to put the square brackets, and inside square brackets you need to pass the values with separated commas. Okay, then this is the print statement. Okay, and in this print statement, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get the length of my list. This is one dictionary. We will again understand next class about operators and data types, different types and all. What we did, we are trying to print the length of dictionary. Now what is the output it is giving me, guys? It is giving me the output as length of string 6, length of list 5, and length of dictionary 2. Why it is happening, guys? Because here my length is overloading again and again with different types. It is loading again and again with the type which I am passing it. That is why this concept is dynamically typed, and method overloading. Then we will go to another concept called method overriding. Guys, these things I'm going to share you for your better understanding, because all this course I have written it, and I made these classes to understand the basics and to make your course strong. I'm not here to make you write exaggerated coding principles and coding concepts, and just people will come and see and they won't understand. It's not like that. I'm trying to make it more and more understandable. That is what is my approach, and I hope you guys like it. So this is a class area, guys. Okay, I have defined. Inside that, what I did, I have defined one method, and I just passed it. So pass means, I'll tell you again, we have these classes coming. Pass, when I'm writing pass means what we are doing, guys, you don't know what you need to put here. That's why for the time being and to continue with the flow of execution, you just need to put pass. And what interpreter understands, okay, if I'm putting pass, I can pass this and I can go to the next line. That is what the meaning. So I am assigning another class with rectangle, and I'm trying to, this is my parent and this is my child. Okay, I'm trying to use this parent, and I'm trying to define rect area, and I'm trying to print this. Okay, again I'm trying to use this area and I'm trying to print it, square area. Similarly, I'm trying to print I'm trying to pass area and I'm trying to print this. Okay, now what is happening? Create objects of different animal types. Object of area types. Now what I did, I was trying to assign 3 objects here. Okay, or instantiating 3 objects here, and I'm trying to get the output of it. So what is happening, guys? Whenever I'm trying to, so see what I did, I have passed this, right? I'm trying to fetch this method. Okay, I'm trying to fetch this method from my parent. Now when I am trying to get the parent functionalities, this is coming and loading inside and it is printing. So every time it is what it is doing, it is overriding. It is overriding this area. It is overriding this area. It is overriding this area. So this area is, so you can see I have not passed anything. So whatever you will put, that makes sense here. That is why I have kept pass. So that is how my overriding works. The method or the functions with the same signature can be used by multiple classes or multiple functionalities. That is how method overriding works. Now let us go to the next concept. We have understood polymorphism. Now again, guys, method overloading is called compile time polymorphism. Method overriding called runtime overloading or runtime polymorphism. Okay. Now we are left with inheritance. So guys, what is inheritance? When you're talking about inheritance, what is the thing which is coming in your brain? We are inheriting something. See, when we are talking about generations, right? So we are inheriting, as a human being, we are inheriting so many attributes, so many functionalities from our previous generations. So that is a core concept of inheritance. I'm inheriting something to my next generation. I'm inheriting my characteristics, my genes to next generation. So that is how inheritance works. So what inheritance does? Inheritance allows a class to inherit attributes and methods from another class to promote code reusability. Like I said, you need to define only one parent class, and that one parent class can be reused by all child classes. And for that, we have different type of inheritances. We have multi-level, multiple, single, hierarchical, and hybrid. Multi-level, again guys, what is multi-level? I am putting a parent, I'm defining a child which is, let me just take out a pen, just putting a highlight. Now this class guys, y is getting the output of x, like not output, or y is getting all the functionalities of x. This is a child class. Z is another child class who is getting all the functionalities of y. Similarly, multiple. Multiple means what guys? X is one class, y is another class, Z is another child class who is taking all the methodologies and functionalities of x and y. So that is our multiple. What is single inheritance guys? Single inheritance. X is one class, y is another class. This is a single level inheritance again we are saying. Just one class, one child class, and it is over. That's it. Hierarchical. What is hierarchical guys? What are calling hierarchy? You must have heard about term called decision tree structure. So tree structure is nothing called hierarchy. We are maintaining hierarchy step by step. In each tree we have nodes. Those nodes have some functionality, right? That is how data structure works, and the same logic and the same concept works here. This is called hierarchical concept of inheritance. One class, this is my parent, okay, and this is my child 1, this is my child 2. This is getting all things from x, this is again getting all things from x. That is how hierarchy works. This is a hybrid guys. One class, this is one class, parent, this is child 1, child 2, getting the functionalities and attributes of x, parent class, and this is another subchild class who is what it is doing? It is again getting all the functionalities of y and z, right? So let us go through each and every examples guys. Let me quickly go back to our code page. Just let me go back to my code page. Guys, see. Let us. This is something I have written, guys. Yeah. So before that, guys, I want to tell you this comes under advanced Python concept, guys. Okay. And guys, just comment me, okay? In comment, just mention if you like to see how I designed this course, guys. I want you to understand the basics of Python, or Python, like the people who have knowledge on Python, they can just brush up their knowledge, and the people who are new, they should understand the core concept of it. And if you guys like to know more about advanced concepts, advanced tricks, advanced Python, then you can please comment me in comment section, guys. I will try to put some 1 or 2 sessions for the same, but for now we will just stick to our agenda. But if you like, then I am ready to do that, guys. Just help me with that, okay, by putting comments and all. And subscribe, guys. Again, I'm telling you, please subscribe, and if you like the content, subscribe, come join with me, and let us go ahead together. Okay. So guys, one more thing, Python is unable to overload. For that, there is a standard library named multiple dispatch. So guys, in the top example, where is it? Yeah, in the top example, what we did. So this is nothing but a dynamic concept. Dynamically, it is assigning, right? But if you see, it looks like it is overloading, right? It looks like overloading on what? This length method is overloading, we can say, but is it genuinely overloading? Overloading concept means what? Overloading means I have, consider that I am putting add, okay, and I am trying to give some input of two variables, okay. I am trying to put add and I am trying to put three variables this time. In another function I am trying to put add and I am passing four values at this time. So based on our runtime, what my interpreter will do, it will give me the output of the number of arguments which I am passing during my runtime. So the same thing can be achievable by this. There is a library named multiple dispatch. You need to import that multiple dispatch. So what you have to do? See guys, this one, right? This interface I have loaded from Anaconda. So I must reckon that you must have installed this. You must have installed this Anaconda at this point of time, hopefully. So what you have to do, guys? Let me just write it somewhere. Let me just go back. Guys, what you have to do? You need to go to your Anaconda installer. Okay. Let me write it here for your ease of understanding. Let me try to put a mark down. Let me put a mark down cell here. So guys, what you have to do, right? Go to your Anaconda. Okay, I have shown you. See, I'm just not able to share it. Just a second. Hold on. Just hold on. I'm just exploring something. Yeah, I got the prompt. So what my Anaconda prompt is doing here. So when you will install Anaconda, right, you should be able to see something like this. It is visible. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me put some screenshots on how to I will get this thing, or maybe I can show you because we will work on these things, guys, going further. So I will do one thing. I will show you on all these things. But for now, if you'll install Anaconda, right? Let me just show you. If you need to go to Anaconda. That's a command prompt, guys. Okay, that's a prompt. Okay. So after that, what you have to do? You need to type pip install multiple dispatch. So guys, this is how we can call the libraries from predefined libraries from Python. So once we'll do this, right, pip will be installed in your system kernel. So when I'm talking about kernel is nothing but a building block of your CPU. right? After that, what you have to do, you need to import, like you need to import the methodologies or the functionalities by using this syntax. You need to write from multiple dispatch, again think multiple dispatch, think in terms of class and objects. This is my class, right? Multiple dispatch is my class. Import dispatch. Okay. Now what I am doing, I have written a class multiplication. Okay, I have defined a class multiplication. This is the syntax how we can overload in real time in Python. So this is how my syntax. First, I am trying to get a product for two variables, like I have already explained, right? I am multiplying two variables, I am returning output. Here I am multiplying three variables, so for that I am defining another dispatch. Now it is returning me another multiplication of three variables. Okay, now I have taken a object of multiplication class. What I did, observe guys carefully, print mult product. So this is my object and I am trying to fetch the product. So product signature, the signature of what I can say, the signature of function is same, but the arguments, number of arguments are different. Okay, you can see. Now I am getting the output. This is the multiplication of three values. This is the multiplication of two values. Guys, one more thing I wanted to tell you. Again, one more advanced Python concept, and most of the times it is getting asked in Python interviews and all. So guys, you have seen this, right? Let me just take you in classes. One second. Yeah. So in classes, we are seeing this, right? Def init underscore init self. So the guy, this init underscore init is called magic function. This is called magic function. What magic function? There is another magic function called underscore str. Let me put here a comment. Underscore str underscore is another magic function. So what is the use of magic function, guys? Magic functions are, you don't have to like to get the output, you don't have to call them explicitly, you don't have to reuse them explicitly. These are getting called automatically. You don't, these are like some hidden functionality. These things are happening on back end, nobody knows what is happening. It's a black box. So that is how magic functions works. And guys, like I already said, right, if you want advanced Python concepts and all, I'm ready. Please give comments and let me know your views and all, right? Now let us go back to our inheritance concept. This is my single inheritance. Guys, I told you, right, class parent. I am defining parent method. One parent method I am printing something here. This is another child class, and this is how, guys, I have already told you how we are inheriting the parent. This is how the inheritance syntax works. Okay, I am defining another child class. Okay, now what I did, I am trying to fetch both parent method and child method using child class. So this is what I told you. This is single level inheritance. With one level, things are over. Then next, what is it? Next is multiple inheritance, right? What is multiple inheritance, guys? There is a father, there is a mother, there is a child. This child is getting the genes of both father and mother. Mother trait, father's trait. Child is getting the own trait, right? Now what I am doing, I have assigned an object of child class. What I did, mother trait, like see, this child class is fetching mother's trait, father's trait and its own traits. So you can see the output. That is our multiple inheritance box. Multi-level inheritance, guys. Multi-level inheritance means level, multi-level, from top to bottom. Like no, I mean they're interlinked with each other, but they are again independent entity, I can say. So here you can see there is a grandparent. Parent is getting the inheritance from grandparents, right? Then again, child is getting the inheritance from parent. So if I'm getting creating an object of child, what I did, you can see, observe here, right? I am getting grandparents method, I am getting parents method, and I am getting child's method. This is my multi-level inheritance works, and you can see the output, guys, here below. We have something called hierarchical inheritance, guys. This one, hierarchy. One parent has many nodes. Think about a tree. Okay, just understand, imagine about a tree structure. A tree has many branches. Those branches have sub-branches. Those sub-branches have what? Have some attributes, right? They have leaves, flowers, right? Leaves, flowers, fruits. That is how it works. We have something called hierarchy. Think about node, the top node, animal. Then what animal? Animal, I am just defining a speak method here, and I am just putting it pass because I wanted to put something there which is applicable only to the child classes. Okay, so you can see child class dog. Class dog. What I did, I am inheriting animal. Now I am again defining a same speak method here. Okay, and I am printing oof. Dogs can do oof, right? Then cat. Again I am defining it and I am putting it. What I did, I am printing again some value mew. Now what I did, I am trying to create an object of dog, and I am trying to create an object of cat. Now if I do cat dog dot speak, it is taking all values or all functionalities of parent. Cat, even cat is also getting all functionalities of parent. So this is how my hierarchical inheritance works. Now the next one is hybrid inheritance. So guys, what is hybrid inheritance? Hybrid. What I told, I have shown you one rhombus kind of thing, right? Imagine that rhombus in your brain. Think about it. See, we have a class vehicle, right? That vehicle has something called move method, and that move is printing something. Vehicle moves. Now what I did, I am trying to get land vehicle. Different type of vehicles. These are different type of vehicles which are getting the output from parent vehicle. Land vehicle. Okay. Water vehicle. Then after that, what I did, I am trying to get one more class, amphibious vehicle, who is taking these two as their parent. You can see land vehicle is a parent, water vehicle is another parent. Then I am defining an operate method here. Then what I did, I am trying to put amphibious vehicle, amphibious.move, amphibious. So I am just trying to create my what I can say, the foremost child, I can say, foremost, the final child I am taking, and I am trying to get all output. See, only the final child is giving me all functionalities. That is our hybrid inheritance box, right? Then we have something called super function. Using super. So what super is doing? Super function is used to call methods of the parent class from within the child class. Especially useful when overriding methods or calling the parent's init method. Okay. Let us see what this. Again, this is the advanced Python concept. Class manager. I am defining a class manager. I am defining it like this is my constructor. Okay, or this is the init method, I can say. So this init method is passing some ID. I'm defining another method inside manager, which is details. Then what I did, I'm trying to get employee. So each employee, if you see the hierarchy of any organization, right? Each employee is having a manager, or an employee can be a tech lead, can be a associate, or can be a senior associate, right? So those people have some hierarchy, and this employee, we don't know what is the designation, but this employee has some manager. So I am passing that manager as a parent. Now what I did again, I am trying to create another init method, and what I did, I am trying to get, see, even though I have assigned it, okay, even though I have assigned it, when I am assigning, what it is happening, guys, it will behave when I am assigning the same ID. What it will behave? It will behave that it is associated with this class employee, not to the manager class, right? Can it? No, right? And I am defining another attribute called name. What I did? I did use super method, and that super method I am trying. What it is doing? It is calling this manager class. That manager class, it is giving me the init method. The init method, and that init method, what it is there? I have ID. So basically, if you have some functionality, some major functionality in init method, in your constructor, you have some functionality which you wanted to load when the program loads, you can use this super. This super is used for overriding or using the init method. And I have assigned another variable called name. And now what I'm trying to define it. So here you can see init method I tried to get from parent. When I'm coming to the method, here I'm trying to get the details of my parent. So what I did, so here I am trying to get the details of parent details. Details of parent. Now what I am trying, I am printing something here. Now let us see what is happening. Let me run this and see what is happening. So what I did, guys, here I am creating an object of employee. Employee is what? Employee is my child class. I am passing an ID here. You can see it is taking two things. One is one and another is power. So what it is doing here, guys? What happened in my first init? It is, see, when I'm creating an object of employee, what I taught you? I taught you that as soon as my object initialized, it will go and check whether we have any constructor or not, constructor defined or not, init method defined or not. So it will first come here. After that, what it will do? It will check, okay, I have an ID and it is already assigned this ID. Now it will come to the next line here, super.init ID. What it will do? It will see, okay, I have my parent, some parent init method is there, so it will come here. It will come here and it will take this ID and it will print. What it will print? I am a manager and my ID is this. Right? Okay. So similarly, when I'm see, guys, again one more trick here to understand this, right? Whenever you're writing any code, first thing you should see how many print statements are there. That is the first thing you should observe. I have two print methods. So my output should always be these two print methods only. That is your first agenda. I'm talking about a fresher who they can take this trick. So here, when I'm typing the details, right, when I'm trying to understand or when I'm trying to debug in my brain, I'm able to understand. Okay, I have to print these two. How these two will be printed. I have explained you. You need to break it down. You need to break it down to understand. So guys, this is what our OOPS concept, and I have explained you, and like I've already mentioned, I will like, even I am a working professional, so I will create a GitHub account, guys, and I will share everything. I'll share everything. Uh, this PPTs I cannot share you guys. I'm extremely sorry that all you guys are asking me, but I cannot. But I have hopefully these examples which I have created, right? And at the end of Python class, at the end of complete Python class, I'm planning to give you some set of like I've already started creating various examples, various problem statements, and I'll share that to you, which will make your coding practice more easier. So guys, that is what, like, this is what our OOPS concept is. So guys, that is all from my side related to OOPS concepts. Hopefully this finds useful to you guys, and like I'm already explaining and I'm already telling, please guys subscribe and like hit the bell icon for all latest updates. And I asked you, right, to comment something. You can try that problem statement. I've given a few more homeworks as well. Just try that and provided comments as well. And yeah, stay well, do well, and keep well, guys. We will see you again during our next Python, like where we are going to cover data types and operators. We will understand deeply there, and we will practice a lot. See you. Bye bye and take care. Thank you.